Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We are here with Fred and Apollo, and we're going to demonstrate all of his obedience commands that he's learned here at school. We're going to start off by introducing the training equipment, and Fred's got a standard 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, which leaves his left hand free to make a correction. And the only correction we give here at school is a little tug and release on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment. Now Apollo's been fitted with his very own training collar. We're going to show you how to properly use that when he goes home tomorrow. Now the first command we're going to demonstrate is heeling. Heeling is properly walking on the leash, and the command is Apollo heel. Now at this point he's got a job to do, and that is to stay even with Fred's left leg. No forging ahead, no lagging behind, and you'll notice whenever Fred stops heeling, Apollo's been trained to automatically sit and wait for the next command. Now, as you know, your boy is extremely energetic, does everything at about 100 miles an hour, so it is very difficult for him to stay focused. Now, the next command we're going to demonstrate is the sit-stay. The sit-stay is a hand and a voice command. Fred uses his left hand, and the one-word firm command to stay. Now, with Apollo, it's going to be important that you practice with him at home as many times as you can in a day. 2 to 3 times a day would be great. Keep your training sessions short. Now with this sit-stay, when Fred returns to Apollo, he's going to walk all the way around your dog counterclockwise. Apollo should not get up. He should hold that command, or hold that sit-stay until he gets another command. And Fred's going to heel him out of that. So your training session should stay short at home. 10 or 15 minutes is long enough, but multiple sessions during the day is going to be important. You can practice indoors as well as outdoors with Apollo. So far you've seen his ability to heel nicely on a leash, to automatically sit whenever Fred stops, and to stay. Fred's going to show you that sit-stay again. At home you can lengthen out the distance that you make your dog hold this command and lengthen the time. So initially start off at 20 or 30 seconds, working up to potentially 2 or 3 minutes. Now instead of returning back to Apollo, Fred's going to call him. The command is Apollo come. His job is to come back to Fred and sit. And that's good. Instead of coming back and jumping, have your dog come back and sit facing you is the goal. But you can see everything is very structured. Everything starts and stops at heel position, which again is with your dog on your left. Whenever you stop, he should sit. Fred will show you that sit-stay command one more time.
No.
Now he made a mistake. The first words out of Fred's mouth was no. So no is what we call a verbal correction. And Apollo come. And the reason why you barely heard Fred say come is because Apollo is so hyper that you don't want to say it really loud and boisterous. You want to be very calm with that come command. You barely almost have to say it, so that way he's a little bit slower in returning to you. He comes and sits as opposed to comes and jumps up on you. Nice automatic sit. The next command we're going to show you is the down from heel position. So with your left hand, you'll take it and put it towards the ground. The one-word firm command to down, and then stay.
No.
He made a mistake. You could see he knows what he's supposed to do because Fred said no, that was it. And Apollo went right back to that down stay. So making these few mistakes, I mean, we're really proud of the progress that we've made and that he's made since he's been here. When Fred returns back to his dog, again, he's going to walk all the way around him counterclockwise. The idea is that he holds it. Now, he got up, but he didn't move, so it's not the end of the world. It's going to take a lot of practice with your guy. I mean, I think this is night and day from what we saw when he originally came to school. I know him being extremely vocal and barking and whining was a big problem at home. We saw it here. Down and then stay. And with your stationary commands, it's important that you don't use his name. So when you give him that down command, it's just the one-word command to down and then to stay, and you walk away. If you're working indoors, you can take a few more steps back. Fred is going to call him out of this down stay. Apollo come, he comes right back, he sits facing Fred. You can see he's looking up at his trainer. And one of the last commands, or the last command we're going to demonstrate, is going to be the distance down. And this has been tricky with Apollo because you put your dog in a sit-stay, you take a couple steps away from him and have him lay down from a distance. And this has been a little bit of a tricky command for your dog to master, but it is for most dogs. Very, very good. Now, what Apollo was doing when he got that down from a distance command, he was coming back to Fred and wasn't returning, or wasn't laying down where he was supposed to. But he did that, I would say, very, very well. He laid down. He didn't come back to his trainer when he wasn't supposed to. So all in all, I think your dog has done a really, really nice job here at school. We want to thank you so much for using Nora's Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer. We look forward to working with you tomorrow. Have a great day.